Imagine turning one rose bush into 10, one pothos into 20, one fig tree into an entire backyard orchard. And here's the surprising part. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't even need to buy another plant. All you need is one healthy branch and a few simple techniques that many experienced gardeners have used for years. Today, I'll share 15 propagation secrets that can dramatically improve your chances of growing new plants from cuttings. Some are simple, some may surprise you, but together they can make a real difference. Let's get started. A few years ago, an elderly gardener named Mr. Thompson visited a local garden center looking for climbing roses. He admired them. Beautiful flowers, healthy leaves, strong stems. But when he looked at the price tag, he quietly smiled. Instead of buying 5 plants, he bought only one. The cashier looked confused. "You have a large garden," she said. "Why only one?" Mr. Thompson smiled and replied, "One is all I need." Several months later, his backyard was filled with roses. Not because he spent hundreds of dollars, but because he understood something many beginner gardeners never learn. A healthy branch can become an entirely new plant. Today, I'm going to show you how. Secret number 1. Choose a healthy parent plant. Everything begins with the mother plant. Never take cuttings from a weak or diseased plant. Choose one with healthy green leaves, strong stems, and active new growth. Healthy parents produce healthier offspring. Think of it like taking seeds from the strongest crop. Quality matters from the very beginning. Secret number 2. Cut just below a node. This is perhaps the most important secret. A node is the point where leaves grow from the stem. It contains cells capable of developing into roots. Always make your cut just below a node. This gives the cutting the best chance to root successfully. Many beginners cut randomly, then wonder why nothing happens. Location matters. Secret number 3. Remove the lower leaves. Leaves are beautiful, but too many leaves make a cutting lose water quickly. Remove all the leaves from the lower half of the stem. Leave only a few healthy leaves near the top. Now the cutting can focus its energy on growing roots, instead of trying to support excess foliage. Secret number 4. Use a sharp, clean blade. Never use dull scissors. Never snap stems by hand. Use a clean, sharp knife or pruning shears. A clean cut heals faster. It also reduces the chance of disease entering the stem. Before cutting, simply wipe your blade with rubbing alcohol. It only takes a few seconds, but it can save weeks of disappointment. Secret number 5. Water or soil. Many people ask, should I root cuttings in water or soil? The answer depends on the plant. Pothos, coleus, philodendrons, and many herbs root easily in water. Woody plants like roses, figs, and many shrubs often do better in a light, well-draining rooting mix. Knowing which method suits your plant can greatly improve your success. Secret number 6. Use a natural rooting booster. Have you ever wondered why some cuttings root in just a few weeks, while others never grow at all? One reason is that gardeners often use a rooting aid. Commercial rooting hormones are available, but some gardeners also experiment with natural options like fresh aloe vera gel or willow water. The evidence for these natural methods is mixed, so don't expect miracles. But many gardeners like to use them alongside good propagation practices. Remember, the biggest factors are still a healthy cutting, the right environment, and patience. Secret number 7. Keep humidity high. One of the biggest reasons cuttings die is because they lose water faster than they can replace it. Without roots, a cutting can't absorb much water. Creating a humid environment helps reduce water loss. Place a clear plastic bag or humidity dome loosely over the cutting, leaving a little space for airflow. Think of it as giving your cutting a tiny greenhouse. Secret number 8. Bright light but no harsh sun. Many beginners put fresh cuttings in direct sunlight, and fortunately, that's one of the fastest ways to dry them out. Instead, place them in bright, indirect light. This gives the cutting enough energy to grow without scorching the leaves. Gentle morning light is often ideal. Secret number 9. Warmth speeds up rooting. Most cuttings root best in warm conditions. Aim for temperatures between 20 degrees Celsius and 27 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold weather slows root development. Warm conditions encourage faster cell growth and root formation. Sometimes moving a cutting to a warmer windowsill is enough to make a noticeable difference. Secret number 10. Don't overwater. Here's a mistake almost every beginner makes. They think, if water helps plants grow, more water must be even better. Not true. Constantly soaking the rooting medium reduces oxygen around the stem and can cause it to rot. Keep the medium lightly moist, not waterlogged. Roots need oxygen just as much as they need moisture. Secret number 11. Use a light rooting mix. Heavy garden soil is one of the worst choices for propagation. It compacts easily and drains poorly. Instead, use a light, airy mix such as potting mix with added perlite or coarse sand. The goal is simple. Hold enough moisture, while allowing plenty of air around the developing roots. Secret number 12. Be patient. One of the hardest lessons in gardening is learning to wait. Some plants root within a week. Others take several weeks or even months. Don't pull the cutting out every few days to check for roots. Instead, look for signs of new leaf growth. New growth often means roots are developing below the surface. Secret number 13. Know which plants root easily. Some plants are naturally excellent for beginners. Try propagating. Pothos, coleus, mint, basil, rosemary, figs, grapes, geraniums. These plants often reward beginners with encouraging results. Secret number 14. Avoid these common mistakes. Never use diseased cuttings. Never let the cutting dry out completely. Don't overcrowd several cuttings into one tiny container. And never expect every cutting to survive. Even experienced gardeners lose a few. Propagation is about improving your odds, not achieving perfection. Secret number 15. One plant can become hundreds. This is perhaps the most exciting part. Once you master propagation, one healthy plant can produce dozens of new plants over time. Those new plants can fill your garden, be shared with friends, or even be sold at local markets to earn extra income. That's the incredible power of propagation. Remember Mr. Thompson? He didn't have the biggest gardening budget. He simply understood one powerful principle. A single healthy branch holds the potential for many new plants. Propagation isn't magic. It's understanding how plants naturally grow and giving them the right conditions to succeed. So the next time you prune a healthy plant, don't throw those cuttings away. You may be throwing away your next beautiful garden. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you never miss our weekly gardening tips here on Evergreen Senior. And here's a question for you. Which plant have you successfully propagated, or which one are you excited to try next? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.